Welcome to another episode. As always, two fans, two opinions, one game. Welcome to Different Ends. I'm Ash, and this is Rob. Every week, we'll be breaking down the biggest stories in football, sharing our views, and probably disagreeing more often than not. In today's episode, we'll discuss the World Cup games so far, the teams making the headlines, and the stories everyone's talking about. Let's get started.
Yes, mate. How you doing, man? It's been a while, man.
Yeah, been a while. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I was away last week in Boston. I just missed the World Cup, man. So not the World Cup. I just missed the last game. The last game was on the 9th of July, and I literally arrived like 2 days after. So I've been away for a week though. But the atmosphere was still good though. Like, it was good to see how they decorated the whole city. They had like a massive World Cup ball in the city centre. It was good, man.
Yeah,
it was good vibes.
It was a good vibe, yeah. Lively.
Yeah, and they actually fell in love with the Scottish people because obviously they heard my British accent. They were saying, "Oh, we had the Scottish people here. We loved them." I think this is the first time they've probably ever had any Scottish person visit Boston. But they
drank all the beer, right? Apparently,
drank all the beer in 2 weeks. Literally drank the whole of Boston out in 2 weeks. But it was all good vibes. No one had any problems. It was good spirits. Everyone was loving each other. Yeah, no, it was nice to be there. Shame I didn't get to watch a game though, but I still felt the buzz. And it was on all the TVs and stuff, all the bars, restaurants. It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man. Enjoyed it, bro.
But mate, so what? The World Cup's finished. 39 days of great football and ended on Sunday. But just before we get into that though, did you see again Trump how he tried to gate crash the Spain trophy lift?
Yeah, hashtag awkward. I saw he was trying to stick around for the photo as well, wasn't he?
Yeah. So it's the same thing that he did against Chelsea when they won the Club World Cup. He was on the podium next to where they lift the trophy, and he did the same again.
Yeah.
You could see Infantino trying to pull him off.
He's like, come this way.
Yeah, but he didn't move. And even Rodri was trying to get him to walk off. He's a class clown, isn't he? But then have you seen the on the flip side? I think a couple of days later, I saw online, Spain posted the official photo, but they I don't know how they did it. They edited him out, so he's not in the photo. So whether they cropped him out or they've done some AI stuff, but he's not in the final photo.
Good.
Yeah, man, he's a funny guy. But mate, yeah, there's only one place to begin. Spain humbled Argentina. Did you watch it?
Yes. I watched it. Stayed up. It was on here in Dubai. It was on at 11. It was on at 11 and it ended at 3 a.m. 4 hours. Obviously, with the I think the game kicked off. Yeah, the halftime show, and also the game kicked off like a few minutes late as well.
Yeah, the game was delayed.
And then obviously went extra time, and then there was I stayed up to watch the trophies and the celebrations and the interview. So it was all in all, it was like 4 hours.
It's crazy.
But it was good. Yeah, it was a good game. It was like a chess match, as many finals are, right? With so much at stake. I thought Spain kind of stuck to their philosophy, controlling possession, and Argentina just tried to be as physical and release Messi whenever they could. But yeah, Spain stayed patient, dominated midfield, and kind of denied Messi space. I thought Argentina struggled to get Messi involved. He seemed frustrated. They didn't even register a single shot in the 90 minutes.
No, it took them 117. So 117 minutes. First time in history.
Before they got the first shot. Yeah, crazy.
It wasn't even on target. They had 0 shots on target.
0 shots on target. Yeah, it wasn't a high scoring game like the France-England game, but I mean, it just shows how tournament football, right, is decided sometimes by fine margins. Because imagine Argentina won that game which they could have easily have won, right? Because they would have got the penalties. They could have won by not having a single shot on target. Yeah. So fully deserved. I thought Spain, world champions. I thought fully deserved, man. They dominated the game. They grew as the tournament went on, and they had the difficult route they were on the difficult side of the draw as well.
Yeah.
And now really pleased for them. I think they were the best team.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's crazy because I don't know how to feel. So I actually think it was not a good final. I think it was quite a boring final compared to what we saw, especially the last final, France Argentina. Then before that, France. Like if you go through all the finals for the last back to 2002 or like 1998, they were entertaining. This was quite a boring, dull final. Argentina didn't come out to play. They actually sat back. It's almost like they were waiting for that Messi magic. And because Spain was so like tactically, they marked him out the game. They couldn't. Argentina just had no answers. So I think they were poor. And what else? It's just, and again, I don't know how to feel about Spain because like, you can't argue with the numbers, right? So they only conceded one goal all tournament, right? Which is I don't know if that's a record in itself. I feel like that should be a record in itself, right? And that was against Belgium in the knockout stage, right? So they went through the whole competition in clean sheets. But when you watch them play, I still feel like France was the better team overall. Like on the eye, had they played fluid attacking football. But Spain just got the job done. So I can't argue with it, man. So they're European champions, world champions. It's like what they repeated. You know when they did it back in 08. 08 they won the Euros. Then 10 was World Cup, and then 12 they defended it. So it's like they're going through that generational run again, where they can win the Euros easily. In it because it's going to be in the UK, right? The Euros in 2 years' time.
They're the most successful team this millennium. Spain, most successful international side.
Well, since
2000.
There would be. And it's funny as well. So in that sense, I've got to give them credit. It's just like if you watch it on the eye, because even when I was watching the game, the France versus Spain game, that France didn't show up. Like I feel like that was not the France we've been seeing. Did they get nervous or anxiety? If the France that we saw play the whole tournament showed up, I think they would have beaten Spain. So I don't know what happened. It's like they got in them in the shell and just got cowered. But maybe
they didn't turn up, did they?
They didn't turn up at all. They also took until like 86 minute or something crazy to get a first shot. So then on the flip side, that's where I'm like, maybe Spain is that good because they have teams that they don't concede chances. Teams that you think will be like turning up, they don't turn up. So maybe maybe Spain does deserve it. So then that's where I do give them credit. And what's really scary, if anything, is that Lamine Yamal didn't have that much credit of a tournament. He scored one goal. I don't know if he got any assists, but he definitely got one goal. That was against Saudi. So the scary thing is that in 2 years' time, he's going to be even more mature. He's going to be 21, 22. He's going to come into his own. They still have a young team with a few experienced players, so they are going to be one of the favourites to win it.
Don't forget about the manager as well. Have you seen his track record?
Mate, something ridiculous. Like he won the under 15s, something like that, and then went to under 19s, and then he's basically
he's completed the he won the under 19s. He won the under 19, under 21. He won the Nations League. Then he won the Euros, and now he's won the World Cup.
Yeah, but what were the years? I think someone sent it to me. It was the years that he's done it. Do you have it?
Yeah, I think I got it.
Here it is. So it's something like from 2015 he wins the under 19, 2019 under 21, then the 2023 was Nations League. Then 24 Euros, 26 World Cup.
6 World Cup, yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So this guy, is he like the Pep of international football?
Yeah, I think it's because he doesn't have a
club record.
Like a crazy club record.
No.
Yeah, but you have to admire the way Spain have done it. They had a plan, right? Like probably 15, 20-year plan. And they thought, this is how we're going to do it. We're going to get a manager, start grassroots, right, and then just stick with the process. And you got to admire it.
Yeah, you really do. So that's what I'm saying. So Spain, they might not play the most attractive football. They might just like do a lot of passes to break teams down, but it gets the job done. They're clinical, and they deserved it. They deserved it. Yeah. Argentina showed their true colours at the end. Disgraceful. Yeah. They were disgraceful throughout the whole tournament, to be fair. Especially during the knockout stages. They were even lucky to get through some of the games. They should never have got through to get Egypt. They were lucky against Cape Verde. And just their dark arts is ridiculous. And at the end of the game, fighting, just they really show their true colors, and I feel sorry for Messi because I don't feel like he's like that. He's not like that's not his character. You see it as well when he gets fouled, he gets right back up. He doesn't roll around. He doesn't like fake injuries. So I don't feel like he's one of those true like dirty Argentinians. But he's going to be brought down.
Yeah, but you say that, but I agree with you. But he did. He was trying to get
Cucurella when he did the.
Yeah, there's no need for that, was there?
That was funny, but yeah, I guess. But what did Cucurella say to him?
But I don't think he said anything. I think he was trying to whisper.
No, he definitely was talking because you see the clip. He was talking. He wasn't wiping his mouth.
It was like a hat. Yeah, but it was like a half. It wasn't even a full. It was like that.
So what's the difference between that and what Almiron did?
I don't know. Would you say that was confrontational when you?
No, it wasn't confrontational at all. No, it wasn't confrontational at all. I'm not defending Messi. I thought it was a bit ridiculous, but also I can still insult you with a smile on my face, right? So it doesn't matter what my face looks like. Is what I'm saying.
It's a consistency, isn't it?
Exactly, it's a consistency. But the only thing in Cucurella, he just literally did that and moved it away. He didn't like keep it there for a long period of time. So, but yeah, that was funny to see. But apart from that, like I'm talking about like what you saw Paredes do, or Enzo Fernandez, or Martinez, Romero. He's not Messi's not like dirty like those players. Yeah, it's just and Simeone, like he's definitely got that from his dad. He's definitely his dad's child. But yeah, exactly.
Far from the tree. Yeah.
Mate, sometimes I thought I was watching Atletico Madrid play when I was watching Argentina.
But lost a lot of fans as well, didn't they? Lost a lot of fans.
And then so I was having this conversation with some of my other boys, right? So a lot of these players play in the Premier League, obviously, right? And they play for the top teams. So individually, and because Argentina played England, what do you think the reception is going to be like when they come back home? So like you got Emi Martinez for Aston Villa, got Martinez for United, Romero and Pedro Porro for Tottenham, McAllister for Liverpool.
Yeah. I think but you know what it's like in the Premier League. It's very tribalism, right? Their own fans will love them regardless, but opposition fans will give them stick. But then probably the stick won't last for very long, right?
Maybe
for the
not.
first couple of weeks or something, and then got short memories.
Yeah, I do agree. We've got short memories. I think it will be overlooked and be forgotten about. It's just that because obviously Argentina played England, I'm just thinking if they will keep any, especially Enzo Fernandez as well, would that be as a grudge? Because even my mate's a Chelsea fan and he wants Fernandez gone. So because there's also you must have seen the racism aspect as well. So not just the fighting. There's lots. So I actually didn't know they were that racist. It's pretty bad, and when you look into it, it's like. They actually believe they're like white Europeans, and the history of it, they used to get people to like bleach their skins. So I was looking into it. I didn't know it was that like outrageously bad. So then
remember, do you remember, was it the last World Cup? Yeah, I think it was the last World Cup when Enzo Fernandez had the whole controversy because after the France game where he was chanting or playing that song, that racist song against or the chant against Mbappe. Do you remember that?
So was it last World Cup? So it could be the last World Cup, but I thought because they won the Copa America after the World Cup, right? So I thought it was during then he was playing.
It might have been.
Playing the song. Then, but but there was a song. Yeah, there's an issue with a song, and then they have to come out and apologize and say that they didn't realize it was racism, blah blah blah. So
it was racist. The lyrics was monkey or black or ape or something about Mbappe, and he was live streaming it on his Insta. So it's just like a cultural thing. It's like very normal for them.
It's very normal for them. Because even I'm not sure who it was. It was a Paraguayan president, the woman. She was like, please forgive me because this is how we were taught. This is how we were raised. But she's not apologizing for what she said because she said that she still makes mistakes, but give her time because she's also learning as a human. So it is, that's how they were raised. It's crazy though to think in 2026, like you haven't been taught or educated properly. That's another part. But on the footballing side, Spain, they played well. I'm actually quite excited now to see them in the Euros because in September there's some international games. I think it's for the Nations League though. But England has Spain in September. In the first game. So I want to see how they felt, but because we get onto the obviously England game in a bit. But I actually think if England was in the final against Spain, it would have been a much better game. They probably would have lost, but it would have been a more entertaining game, and it would have been a
It would have
repeat of
been,
the
yeah.
Euro finals as well, right?
Yeah, it definitely would have been. Yeah, it was. Yeah, because I think England would have come out to play a little bit more. They're just England is just a better team. But yeah, we'll come on to England and our feelings with regards to that.
Yeah. Actually, let's go into it now. So England defeated France 6-4, I believe, was it? It was 6-4, something crazy like that. 10 goals.
Yeah.
It's a good game for whoever went. Like, you paid a lot of money for that game, 10 grand or however much you pay. So at least you saw an entertaining game. But was it a pointless game? Was it more of a friendly?
Yeah, I think it was to a degree. It was pointless. I think the England players and the French players probably just wanted to go home after being knocked out. They don't want to hang around play another game. But I think Saka wouldn't say it was a pointless game. Even probably Tuchel. I think Tuchel. I wouldn't say he fully redeemed himself, but I think he kind of eased a tiny bit of maybe stick that he would have got if because yes and no, right? It showed that what England could have done, but at the same time, I guess it was a no-win situation for Tuchel, right? Because if they were to beat France, which they did, a lot of people will say, "Oh, why couldn't you play like that?" Or why didn't you pick those players against Argentina? And if you lose, you're going to get stick regardless, right? So, but I enjoyed the game. I watched it. It was a good game. It was like a game where both teams just played with the handbrake off, right? Even though France didn't turn up.
So look at. Yeah, I actually didn't watch the game. I was so annoyed. I didn't watch the game. I don't think even because I was actually out on a Saturday, and many people weren't watching the game because they were still like pissed off, really. But yeah, I saw the goals. I'm happy Mbappe got the golden boot. He got his 2 goals. I was looking at the France team, right? So they only rested their keeper. They didn't play Saliba, and they changed like the right back, which was Malagusto, and they played Zaire Emery. But apart from that, there was a strong team. So Mbappe started Cherki, Olise, Rabiot, Desiree Doué, Theo Hernandez. Strong team, right? And England, they rotated a lot. So they started Declan Rice, which was the only real starter. Mark Gay started. Everyone else, you could say, wasn't a sub. It's more like a sub, right? So like Saka, Rodgers, Eze, Rashford, Ivan Toney for sure, Jarrell Kwanzaa, and Jed Spence. So even though you wouldn't say like maybe the strongest team, but they're both on paper, both teams played a strong team, right? So yeah, I'm glad that she did win. 6-4. It does that say more of England's defense, but also that they can score as well. And like you said, it depends how much France even cared about the game. So it's hard to really measure. You can't really measure, like Tuchel's performance based on that because there's no pressure on that game really. But if anything, what I was happy about is that Bellingham came on and scored a goal. So he ended as the top goal scorer for England, 7 goals in the tournament, right? That's it. And none of them were penalties. You should. I might add that as well. So I'm happy for Bellingham. I think that's taken me into another level now. He had a great season. Well, the first time at Madrid, his first season, he won Champions League. Second season got a bit injured, but now he's had a great World Cup. I'm hoping that in the Euros they actually build a team around him, and Kane should be the supporting act. Bellingham should be the main man. Kane should be the supporting act. I don't think it would happen as long as I think Kane has got to the stage where he's like the Ronaldo of his country, so like the Messi of his country, Ronaldo of his country. Like as long as he's playing football, he's not going to be dropped, which is fair enough. Like he's still a world-class striker, still one of the best number 9s out there between him and Haaland, and then Mbappe obviously. But Bellingham it's got to be his team. I think it's his team. Yeah,
you have to. He's 23 years old.
23.
He's one of the star players for Real Madrid. He's just proven his quality. Almost single-handedly, him and Kane, right? Stopped England having a disastrous tournament.
100%.
He's got so much quality, so complete, and we've spoken about it before. He's such a complete player. You have to build the next 10 years around him.
Yeah. him for because Kane's what? How old is he? Is Kane 31 or 32, something like that?
32, I think.
32. So he's not going to make another World Cup surely, because if he's going to make the Euros, but he's how old is Kane? He's 32. Yeah, 32. So 36 for the next World Cup. No.
Yeah, it's unlikely.
Oh, his birthday is actually 28th of July, so he'll be 33 next week.
Yeah.
So
unlikely.
And it's a 37 in the World Cup. I don't. Yeah, he might be on the bench, but they definitely got to build a team around Bellingham. But let's say if you go through the whole tournament, though, who would you say was England's best player?
Bellingham.
Yeah,
I think there's no question about it. I think Bellingham, and then I'll probably go for Kane.
Yeah.
I think Jed Spence had a good last few games as well. I think he did really well.
I think he'd be the best surprise, the best like standout or like surprise player.
Surprise player. I thought Anderson had a solid tournament as well. But yeah, I think Bellingham, for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe not even just the best for England. He's got to stake a case for the best player in the World Cup.
That's something else that's something else we can get onto. But he was up there as for the Golden Ball Award, which is the best player. Bellingham. Who would you say was the most underachieving for England? Would you say
underachieving for England?
Yeah.
It's difficult to say. I would say probably Saka, but I don't know if a lot of that is down to injury. He seemed all right against France, but I don't know if that's just because he recovered. So potentially Saka. Maybe Rice a little bit, but again, I don't know how fit Rice was.
Yeah, exactly.
I
think they were.
Who would you say?
So probably those two. Reece James as well. He's crossing, especially with Rice from his corners. Some of them they weren't even beating the first man. So his crosses were shocking. Same from James. He's normally good at crossing the ball. He couldn't even get past the guys like the defender's chest. So James had a shocking tournament, but again, is that because of fatigue, tiredness, injury? So those three for sure. So it's hard to judge because now they have a break. You see, when the Premier League season starts, they're going to hit the ground running. So it's hard to say if it's fatigue. John Stones, I still think Maguire should have played over him. John Stones didn't really have the best of tournaments. But it's over and done with now. It could have been the worst. It could have been a lot worse when, let's say, how about this, right? What were their highlights? Let's go through, instead of negatives, let's go for the positive. What was the most, the standout performance, would you say, or highlight of the tournament?
I would say two highlights for me. One was the turnaround of Kane's 2 goals. Because I was very worried. Against the Congo, right? Where Kane scored the 2 kind of quick goals. That was one highlight. But also, I think Mexico game.
Yeah,
I think that was the highlight. I think just everything going into that. I mean, we both thought that Mexico was the favourites going into the game. And then just the whole altitude thing, we didn't know what to expect, how the players were going to react, the whole atmosphere, Mexico's record at home. And then I think just the players showed something, right? And just the fighting spirit to come back to play with 10 men, right? And see it through. But it was just such a going from such a high, right? And such high hopes and expectations to kind of disappointment against Norway, because we didn't play well against Norway, that team. And then against Argentina, those last 30 minutes, just it's a bitter pill to swallow.
Yeah, no, I agree. All right, so let's go on to the awards. So there's 5 awards, but let's go through. My Alexa is talking, but let's go through the awards. So the Golden Ball Award, Best Player, was given to Rodri. Do we agree with that?
I think Rodri was, I think, amazing in the tournament,
Yeah.
and I think a lot of people wrote him off after his injury, and he did have a dip, right, in form.
He did have a little dip. Yeah.
Was it ACL as well?
ACL. Yeah, ACL.
You know about that, right?
Yeah, mate. Honestly, yeah.
Imagine
I do
players
empathise with
don't
him.
recover. Yeah,
Yeah.
not a lot of players do not recover from ACL to come back and to just boss the games against France, boss the game against Argentina.
He had the most passes in the whole tournament. Completed passes.
Yeah, and it wasn't even close, was it? It wasn't even
Not
close.
even close. At least a good 200 or 300 ahead.
Yeah, and what I didn't realize as well is that he's tall, isn't he? He's like 6'2", 6'3".
He's 6'2". Yeah. And he
just
can get
plays
around
well.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and he just plays like Bergkamp. People say that about Bergkamp as well. He plays like he's got wing mirrors, right? He knows.
Yeah.
He knows his surroundings so well. It's like he's got Scholes as well is like that. It's like he's got a vision of where everyone is, and he just knows the right pass to play. And he's just
he deserved it.
The tempo. I think he deserved it. Yeah, but Bellingham close second, but
yeah. And it backs it up because people were like oohing and ahhing about him winning the Ballon d'Or. Now he's done it and proved it at the World Cup. So I guess you got to give him his credit. Yeah, for sure, Rodri. Yeah, and same even when he's not in Man City, you see they don't really tick as much. They don't win games. So he's the main guy. Okay, the Golden Boot, Mbappe. I'm happy he got that. I'm happy he got that for sure.
Yeah.
10 goals as well. Now he's an all-time leading goal scorer in the World Cup. So Messi's finished now. So I think Mbappe will have that record for a while, to be honest. But his ratio is ridiculous. It's like it's 1 goal a game ratio. So
the World Cup.
Yeah. So I think Mbappe deserved that. The Golden Glove was given to Unai Simon, who just only conceded 1 goal. People had their question marks because he kept Raya out the team. And the Spain manager was even saying that Simon's better than Simon's better than Raya, and he kind of proved everyone right. Yeah, so
he has. He's proven. But again, that's credit to De La Fuente, right? He doesn't listen to the outside noise.
Yeah,
he plays the players that he knows and that he trusts and that have come through the ranks with him. And yet 1 goal conceded. That's all.
Yeah. So that's good. The best young player went to Pau Kubasi. So everyone thought it could have been Lamine Yamal, but a defender got it. Also 19 years of age. What do you think of that?
Yeah. To be honest, I haven't seen too much of him, but I know he was highly rated at Barcelona, and he didn't put a foot wrong. I think it helps as well having Laporte. I think Laporte had a good tournament, and a lot of people wrote him off as well, right? He was playing the Saudi League, and then. But I think, I mean, at 19 years old to be a World Cup winner and to play the way that he did, just it's crazy, isn't it? Scary how many more years he's got in front of him.
Exactly, and plus he wasn't in that Euro team in 2024, so he's coming to the team now, whereas Lamar was. So he's definitely coming to the team as the newish international player and stepped up. So yeah, I'm happy for him. There's an award called the Fair Play Trophy Award. That's, I guess, Netherlands got that. I think that's just for the least amount of cards, which is, I don't think no one really cares about that. But I think Netherlands are probably again underwhelmed of how they performed, how they did. Just can't get that World Cup trophy. I think they'll be the greatest nation never to win a World Cup.
I think they are. Yeah, them and Portugal, right? The greatest nation never to win the World Cup. They got to the final, I think, Netherlands once, did they not? Against Spain.
That's when Iniesta scored the goal.
Oh yes, yeah, of course, yeah. It was the De Jong kick to the chest, wasn't it? The 3 yellow cards.
Yeah.
Three. I mean, it is what it is, right? Was it least yellow cards?
Yeah, least yellow cards in the whole tournament. So
and they had more games than a few other teams as well, didn't they? So they got to the knockouts.
Yeah. And then this was an award, but what do you think was the best game with the tournament?
Best game, I think, like we said, because we're England fans, the Mexico game. But the best game was the Argentina Egypt game.
Yeah, really. So it was a close one between that one and the Cape Verde and Argentina. Only because Cape Verde is their first World Cup. never got to, like the smallest nation ever to got to the knockout stage. So and it pushed Argentina to the limit. So I thought that was that was the best game. But the Egypt game as well. Yeah, that was a close second.
Also, the other one was the Belgium. Is it Senegal?
Yeah. Well, how did Senegal throw away that 2-0 lead? Crazy. And then, mate. So what's next for the two goats, Messi and Ronaldo? Where do they go from here? Is this the last time we see them at the World Cup?
It has to be, right? I know there's talk about Messi potentially coming back because there's one game in the next World Cup in Argentina.
Yeah, in Argentina, yeah. For 100 years.
Yeah, but I think if Messi is to do the right thing, he'd kind of step aside and just let the next group come through. The next Argentina group to come through. But I think you could see it as well, the emotion in his face, right? At the end. I think he knew it was the last. I think he'll be too, even for Messi and Ronaldo. It'll just be too much, right? They'll be in the
for Ronaldo for sure. For Ronaldo for sure, he's 41 now. So for him for sure, he's not going to be 45. And the next World Cup is also in Portugal as well, right? They're the host nation, but please, I hope not. I'm a Ronaldo guy, but please, Ronaldo, don't.
Yeah, I think it's time for them to step aside. I think they've obviously been amazing, unbelievable. There's nothing that hasn't been said about them that's not true. But I think, Father Time waits for no man, right? They're only human.
Exactly. But I'm just happy we got to see them one more time on this world stage, man. And they didn't disappoint. Messi for sure didn't disappoint, but I'm happy I got to see them again, man.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah. But mate, thanks again for another episode. We wrapped up the World Cup. Let's say the World Cup tour. The next episode, we'll start to talk about the Premier League. We're looking forward to that. That season starts pretty soon. I think in like 27 or 26 days is when it starts with the Community Shield, Arsenal versus Man City, right? So so next episode we'll start to look at like the transfers so far, what's going on in the market, what's going on in the news. So thanks guys for tuning in to another episode of Different Ends. Whether you agreed with us or thought we're completely wrong, we appreciate you joining the conversation. If you enjoyed the show, please like, share and subscribe. It really helps us grow. And remember, in football there's always different views, different opinions and different ends. We'll catch you in the next episode. Peace.